All right, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. Today is a day where we have the Hackathon Demo Day. But to get started, I want to introduce our amazing judges who are actually going to be judging today's project. So let's go ahead and give a warm welcome and applaud for our three judges. Good afternoon. How you guys doing?
We're doing well. I know myself.
Good.
Good. Glad you guys are doing well.
Thanks.
Good. So, if you guys can go ahead and give a brief little introduction about who you are, your background, what you're building, and let's go ahead and get concluded with today's live stream.
Hi, I'll get started. Hi, I'm Latia Williams. I am the founder of DocuHero as well as CEO. I am vice president of Stand with Crypto Georgia chapter and community leader at the Atlanta Blockchain Center. Just a brief introduction to what DocuHero is. It's a voice to documentation system for the direct care industry. And the direct care industry is, those people who serve people on a day-to-day basis, home health, developmental disabilities, foster, things of that nature. And we're building the next, we're building the first voice to documentation system using AI for the easeability. And we're using blockchain for immutability and security, as well as time stamping the work that we're doing. So I'm pleased to be here. I'm pleased to be judging, and I'm excited to see what you all built.
Thank you, Latia, so much. Elijah, you go ahead and you go next, sir.
All right. Hey, everybody. My name is Elijah, and a little bit of background knowledge about myself is graduate from Georgia State University with a bachelor's in data science. Similar to Tia, I am a core member at the Atlanta Blockchain Center as well, where I help with facilitating community growth and also developer relations. I'm also helping build out one of our organizations called Terminus DAO, which is something that we're really excited about. I'm a little bit of a developer myself, data analyst, and I'm excited to be a judge to see what projects you guys have built to on the projects you guys have built out too. Sorry.
Beautiful, no worries. And let's have our final judge, Mr. Joe Lewis.
Everybody, good day. Good to see everybody. Hope everybody is having a wonderful day. My name is Joe Lewis. I'm the founder of Skylark. Skylark is an on-chain engagement platform for brands, creators, communities to engage their audience with gamified quests. And amongst other things, I'm also a community leader, one of our immutable founders at the Atlanta Blockchain Center, and very much entwined with our where we're as we have our mission being 10 and 5. So looking forward to seeing what people have developed as a partner of Liquid Agent. Looking forward to see how you guys are utilizing the platform and bringing things.
Beautiful. So before we get started, let's just go ahead and do a brief overview of everything. So again, for those who have missed the hackathon, again, this is a 4-week rollout that we're doing. We did have to delay it just due to the election time in Uganda and like the internet outage. This is Liquid Agent's very first hackathon. So today is week 4. Technically, I know it has been 6 weeks, but today they're going to be doing demo day, and we have our judges. And just to highlight again our participants, we have 10 builders with 2 teams: Elvis, Mr. Johnson, Arthur, another Mr. Johnson, Musabe, Bronia, Lewis, Victory, and then Team Lions and Team Genesis Coders. So very excited to see to what's to come. So let me actually go ahead and share my screen so then we could do the Zoom, and then we'll go ahead and get it kickstarted. So let's go ahead and do this. Alrighty, students, and then judges, can you see the Zoom?
Yes, I can see the screen.
Beautiful. Okay, so Who would like to kick off today's demo? I see we have 11 participants. Anyone could go first. If not, I will go ahead and pick someone to please go ahead and start presenting. Not all at once now. No need to be shy. All right. So the first name I do see on the list is Victory. Victor, are you ready to present? How about Alan? Alan, are you ready to present?
Yes, I'm ready. I think I can start.
All righty, beautiful. Yes, if you could share your screen or share the demo or wherever you're going to present, please do so now.
Since you disabled the screen sharing.
Yes, I will enable that now. Apologies. All righty, go ahead and try now.
Could you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen. Judges, can you see the screen?
Yeah.
Beautiful. All righty, go ahead and take it away, Alan.
All right. So, should I first share the links to the hosted,
Nope.
the app, and the tab repo?
No worries. Just go ahead and start demoing the product.
All right. So, I'm Alan Natalo from Genesis Coders. This is our project. It is titled Micropayments. And to give a brief overview of the project, allow me to go ahead and state about, give a kind of scenario. Hope it will give you an understanding of the background of the project, why we came up with this project, some kind of that sort. So you could imagine it is 7:30 at Makerere, and a student walks into a restaurant for a 3,000 shilling breakfast. In his hand, he could have 20,000 shilling note. The vendor that he could meet there could look at the note and at the same time look at the empty cash drawer. It could happen given that this could be the first customer in a day, so he has no change to give to this customer in case he hands over the 20,000 for a 3,000 breakfast. Balance could be 17,000. So the person attending to this customer has no change at that moment. There are two bad things that happen. Number one, the student lives hungry and frustrated, wasting time hunting for change. Secondly, the business loses a loyal customer and they had cash, right? I would say that this isn't just a morning problem, but it's a change crisis that could repeat at lunch and dinner for thousands of students. This kind of friction can slow down the campus economy. That's why we present micropayments. It's basically a blockchain-powered micropayment stack that is designed specifically for the campus economy. By leveraging the liquid tokens on a high-speed peer-to-peer network, we eliminate the need for the physical change. Whether a student is paying 1,000 shillings for a snack or 4,000 for lunch, the transaction could be instant, transparent, and precise. We propose this as a better solution, basically, because if we compare the micropayment approach and the cash, with micropayment, we've already eliminated the change crisis. If I compare micropayment with some approach, which is a mobile money, I would say that micropayment, being a peer-to-peer architecture, the transaction fees are near zero, right? Compared to mobile money. But all that being said, I would say that micropayment goes beyond just making payments. We are kind of building a financial identity for the informal sector. For instance, for a merchant, every cup of tea that they could sell is recorded on an immutable ledger, right? It's a kind of on-chain cash book that acts as a verifiable credit score. When these vendors maybe need to join a circle or apply for a microloan to expand, they will no longer have to prove their income with the machine notebooks. The blockchain alone is their witness. For the student, they would save time because they won't be hunting for change, and they would have a digital record showing how they spend. I believe we're not just moving money, but we are removing the barriers to the campus trade. So this is the homepage. Basically, gives a brief of how someone can get started. We have two categories of users, the merchant and the student. It's very simple to get started. You just have to connect your wallet. For a student, they just have to scan and pay. For the merchant, they just have to display their QR codes, and the transactions can start seamlessly. Few instructions for the merchant, they generate the payment QR code. The time they connect their wallet, automatically the QR code gets generated. They have the real-time sales dashboard, instant settlements. For the student, they can scan to pay the merchants. They can view the transaction history and make instant payment. So that's all. Let me move to, this is the dashboard for the merchant. One of the merchant has already registered. First and foremost, if someone connects the wallet, first of all, they have to register their business. This is the business name that this user registered with. The moment they happen to register, this is their dashboard, the landing page. Initially, these were zeros before they made any transactions, and I'm going to show about that. This is the QR code. These are their Ethereum addresses. And this is merchant savings. It's a functionality. It's just a simulation. The functionality for kind of lending, we wanted to have some way of attracting people onto the platform. Let's say the vendor has made sales in a day, and he would want to, maybe in a given time, the sales that he has made in a day, they're still on the wallet, right? He can lend some of this money to verified protocols like the Compound, Alv, and gain interest from the saving that he deposits there. We shall also test that functionality later on. We also have this section for recent transactions that can show the transactions as they come in. This is the timestamp. These transactions I have executed them recently, today. And this is the student dashboard. Let me try to make a payment. Let me first copy this address. The network issue. Let me open MetaMask and change to a student account. All right. Then I happen to go back to this page. I connect. This is the student. Yeah. So students have options of using the camera, given that they have smartphones, they're using smartphones, or they enter the address for the merchant. So this is the merchant address. Continue. If the merchant has registered the business, this is where the student confirms the information, the business name, the address, and whether it's a verified merchant. We integrated in an API that picks the real-time conversion or the rates for example, one liquid, one liquid equals to excuse me, sorry about that. It's an API we integrated in that can bring in real-time value. For example, one liquid token equals to 8.244 Ugandan shilling. So a student can directly put in the value for money in our local currency, which is Ugandan shilling. I could say wants to purchase lunch for 3,000, then gets to see what it equates to in liquid. They can review, confirm that everything is correct, then they confirm and pay. Let's wait it to load.
I want to say you
Trying
also
to
have
approve.
3 more minutes. I do want to keep it limited.
Pardon?
3 more minutes. I do want to keep it limited per presentation. 2 minutes now left.
Right. It's taking long to load. I don't know. I can confirm this transaction.
One minute left.
Okay. Maybe your application loads. We could talk about the benefits of our application in that we've made it for students, even foreign students, don't need to go for foreign exchange or change the money they have into our local currency in order to make transactions or pay for services they need around campus. Also, we put the yield farming in order to make our application stickier to the users so they can use it more because they're earning from it and also using it for various activities like making payments, saving time for also the merchants because with this approach, they're able to serve a large number of customers compared to the cash counting. You need to count the cash and all that stuff. So all that is eliminated, making the payments faster and
reliable.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Alrighty, judges.
Yeah, I want to say that I really like that you are bridging the gap between merchants and students and giving them a easy access, or you want to provide them with a way where they can easily exchange their current or their liquid for their goods that they may want. My only question would be, would your like platform or protocol like cover gas fees? Because I did see that it was like around like almost like 77 cents or kind of, I wouldn't say super high gas fees, but yeah, just for like the price conversion, would that be feasible for your students to have to pay those gas fees every time? Or will your platform cover gas fees?
Okay, for the gas fees, we had not technically thought about who is meant to pay the gas fees. And like it could be on the side of the person using the platform, or to the developers, but at the moment we had not considered who is supposed to pay for the gas fees.
Okay, that was my question.
To answer that question, we
Okay,
shall
yeah.
put the gas fees towards the clients, as in the users of the application, because since they're earning from it, it gives them more value, as in it will cover the money to pay for their gas.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go next. First of all, I really like the project. When I first got into blockchain, that was the first humanitarian thing that I thought about when it came to crypto is micropayments and things of that nature. And so, really cool, as well as big issue that you're tackling. But we know that with that being said, we know that is a really, really big issue. How would you plan to roll this out? I understand you want to use the student population, but is it only for students, or would it be for students first, and then you would roll it out to the nation? And what did that rollout look like?
Yeah. First of all, we had thought of our market target as a student because of the obvious problems they're facing. But later on, we're thinking of upgrading it to use it with people like tourists or foreigners, as to make transactions with local people, or we're eliminating things like theft or scamming, where they tell you more money than it should be in their local language. Because here, our application, you input the money in your local currency, then it will transfer it to the coins. So it is made for, we shall later on roll it out to different types of users.
Awesome. That was my question.
I can go next. So, first of all,
Hey, Joe, you're kind of breaking up on us. We didn't really hear it. I didn't. Okay, he left unfortunately. Hold on one second. Let me bring it back on stage. Hey, Joe.
All right, am I audible now?
Yes, can you say your question one more time very quickly?
Yeah, my question was just the two-part question. How do you introduce a stable asset? So, for example, we all know crypto moves fast. Within seconds, I wish I'm moving liquid. How are we? How are we that the price is going to be stable at the transaction time? How will you enable for stable coin asset in the
Hey, Joe, can you hear me, Joe? Is it possible for you just to type your question? We can hear you, but it's very staticky and robotic. But just for time's sakes, we'll just go on to the next one. Sorry about that, Joe, but yeah, just please write it down in the comments and we're going on to the next one. All right, students, let me go ahead and share my screen here. So it's double sharing. All righty, who would like to present next? I see Lewis's hand is up. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, so I touched my demo video in the comments here because I don't have on my laptop, so I recorded the demo.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, did you post it in the Zoom?
Yeah, in the Zoom. Yeah, in the comment section.
Can you? Okay, let me see. Here it is. It's a YouTube video. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have it open now. The judges can see it, but I don't know if you can see it. So I'm just going to play the video. Is that all you need me to do, Lewis? All right, I'm going to go ahead and play the video. Judges, you can't see my screen, correct?
Yes, I can see your screen.
All right, let me know if you can hear the audible.
Okay. Not really.
Okay, no problem. What I'll do, judges, is I'm going to just put it in the chat and then we can just like watch it together.
Okay.
So it is in the restream chat. So go ahead and watch it, and then I'll just go ahead and play it live for people to go ahead and look at it. I do see Joe is here, I think. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and play it now. Turn on. Refrigerator. Alrighty, good job, Lewis. Let me get the judges up for y'all. Judges, 1 second. All right, judges, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I was gonna say after watching the video, I really like the concept that you're developing here. I think it's really cool how users can interact with Liquid Agent itself through their phone and uh basically see all their activity on the network, or not network, but the protocol that you're building. So I was thinking about like some use cases behind it and how you could basically be on the fly and um, use that your phone number as your wallet essentially, and then the agent itself would handle all the activity for you. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna take a look at the video again just to get a better understanding. But from what I understood of from what you're building, I think it's a really cool concept.
Lewis, I see your hand raised. Go ahead.
So, to make something more clear, okay, maybe my audio was a bit choppy, but so how it is basically is it's a solution for underbanked areas. Basically, in areas where people are living in cash only lives, areas like Africa, whereby it's only cash, cash, cash. So let's say we have our company and this is our system. So basically, we are the agent here. So when someone comes, brings this cash to our system, if someone wants to make a deposit, then we'll be able to handle all this. So it's not really like different users. Because remember now, people in underbanked areas don't have access to internet and don't know how to use blockchain and all these things. So it's agent-based mainly. It's not really like users doing all that. The SMS is just to assist people to understand that, you have, let's say, worked with this system, what people in rural areas really get to know that what they're doing is legit and it's confirmatory, something like that. I don't know if it makes sense.
No, hey Lewis, this is
Yeah.
Latia. I think what you're building is absolutely cool. I love how you already have it integrated with SMS. I love the voucher concept as well. I heard something about the loan process, and would this be sort of like a IRL version of like Aave, where they're able to deposit liquid and receive like a loan voucher? Like that part, I was confused about.
Also about that, first of all, how it works is you see, when someone brings cash to the system itself, let's say bring it to the agent, and let's say a request for a loan. So how it works is it's more of internal accounting that takes place. It's it uses an internal math accounting mechanism whereby it will just, let's say, assign that this user has requested for this loan, and it will itself like do back-end math, like using let's say it's chain automation, like the upkeep functions that keep accruing the interest over time. So it's not necessarily, let's say, actual USDT doing something there, but it's just math. But then at the end of the day, chops from the protocol. Okay, it uses it uses a mathematical algorithm just to determine how much the person would really require over time. I don't know if it makes sense.
Did you hear that?
Yes, I did. That was a pretty good understanding. So they deposit cash, and then once it's deposited, the algorithm basically um, accounts for how much they're able to borrow and at what rate and things like that. But that algorithm is essentially giving them a credit score, if that's what I'm hearing.
Yep, he gives you a thumbs up.
Yeah, it's almost like that because you cannot request for a loan if basically haven't attained a certain extent of deposit. So even though I would send the link and you try it on your own, you realize that you cannot request for a loan yet you have zero. Just like how normal, let's say, stable coins work with stable coins that offer that loan facility. You would say I require this X number of tokens to be able to borrow USDT, else I can't borrow. I don't know if it makes sense. Like the normal functionality of loaning in blockchain.
Awesome. Thank you, Louis. Joe, are you there?
Yeah.
All right. Do you have any
Can you hear me?
questions? Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. So I think that was right where I was about to go, and I can ask my question, even though I think you can answer it again. But my concern was once you start having people that are of a certain pedigree that can be loaned to, right? I think the answer is some type of credit score, right? And so one question there is how do you plan on keeping that consistent, right? Are you gonna basically have it be uh dynamic in a way where it can change over time depending on the amount of data that you can feed into the system, or is it going to be like a static rule set based upon some of the things that we're talking about in this conversation, and then other things too, um, multi multi loans and being able to uh, avoid double spend. Like if I'm already being lended from uh, loan money from one person, one already ensuring that that authority has the amount of money to lend out to somebody else as well, and not double counting, not double spending. So just questions on like how you see yourself managing those things.
So first of all, first of all, about that, there is okay. I told you about the phone number being hashed into the user ID. So that's one of the factors. So the contract would check for a specific, let's say, user ID because it's always one, and it would prevent, let's say, a person getting double loan because they meet a certain criteria. Then for the first question you asked, which was, I think first clarify the first question. I didn't hear it very well.
What was your first
My
question?
first question was about how will you be managing the quote unquote credit score. I know that's what we're calling it on here, but basically the algorithm needs to have a means to identify if this person is qualified or not. So how will that be managed over time?
So said described earlier on. So I followed a normal mechanism that is used by existing let's say infrastructure. So I followed this style whereby if let's say I have a certain amount X that I've deposited, I'm able to get a specific number or a specific amount of loan, or I'm able to qualify for a loan. That's the criteria that is based on, because I wanted to keep it simple and not adding a lot of complexity due to the fact that we're dealing with people who are, who don't have a lot of qualifications. I talked about things like KYC, all that. So I kept it at a simple level whereby I say if you have a certain amount of deposit X, then you qualify to get a certain amount of loan. I don't know if it makes sense.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying. So you're using like a general collateralization number. Like if you're allowed to 80, you're allowed to collateralize up to X percentage of your deposit.
Yeah. But since it was a simple structure, I kept it like that.
Got you.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Louis. Thank you, judges. Who would like to go next? I do see some people. Please feel free to share your screen send the video, and we will go from there. If no one speaks up, I will pick somebody random. Thank you again, Lewis, and thank you, judges. Going once. Going twice. Alrighty, the first person that I see on the screen that I went after Alan would be Bronia. Bronia, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm there. Good. Oh, hello, everyone. Good interviews.
Hello, hello.
Okay. Let me get started by sharing my screen. Earth. Okay. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, we can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. Okay, so my name is Brenya, and this is what I've been working on. I came up with a simple savings app, let's say for students, to help them save and track their goals. So basically, this is how it works. You log in, connect your wallet. To start at the root of all things, like it's a lot of students don't have money discipline, that I can say. Okay, not all okay, a lot of people don't have money discipline. So when they save, sometimes you're saving for something small. You don't need the bank, that a lot of stuff, paperwork and stuff. So you would want something that helps you to, achieve that small goal, however small it is, and, move on with life. So basically, Save is an app platform that helps students save. You can literally save as a person or as a group. That's why I came up with personal saves and joint saves. So literally, this is how it works. I already have one save. So you make a target of what you want to save, or like how much and the goal you want to achieve. So once you put in the amount in there, it gets locked. You don't it gets locked by smart contracts. You can't withdraw it unless the time has arrived for withdrawing. That is it for a personal save. So have a group, and you have a group of people, and you have to achieve this thing, and so you can also get to create a joint save. So if you want to create a joint save, you can create either time-based or milestone-based. So let me go ahead and do a time-based one. So let us say you or as well, university students like treats and vacations. Let's say we are creating a vacation fund save. And you put on the release date on the time you want to release your money to go for the vacation. I'm gonna go ahead and do 28th. Yeah. And then the time on which you can withdraw your cash. Yeah, I think that's okay. So for how the joint self works, you're supposed to add the wallets of the members who are interested in this. You could talk to them, like the address, the public address. So let me get the right addresses here. Then I paste it in here. So that means this person is added. You can add or remove. So literally for the joint safe, the one who creates the safe is most entitled to withdrawing, but they can't withdraw the money unless the time has reached for them to withdraw. And let's say it's like a consensus mechanism. Like you don't get to, just because you created the safe, like people's funds are safe in there because they are locked. You can't withdraw them without their knowledge. And let me say it's approving. It might take a little bit time, but basically that is what it is for. That's kind of taking long. My machine is kind of lagging.
Yeah, no
So yeah,
worries.
it's here.
Yeah, we get the concept. You can keep continuing because again, I want to make sure we have ample time for everyone to present.
Oh yeah. So basically, that is it's as it is loading. That basically that is the functionalities it have. It allows depots creating of personal safes and tracking them, and then withdrawing into your wallet once the time has come. And maybe for the so here this is a safe. It's all locked, so you can literally view. Check and deposit funds and check to unlock self and also manage members. So it all depends on releasing. So basically that is it. Maybe I'll take some questions.
Alrighty, thank you. Judges?
I can go first. Interesting concept. I like the UI is really clean. I like the color selection as well as the concept. Now I realize that it's essentially like a vault that you can't touch until you reach your goal, right?
Yeah.
What if something? What if an emergency happens, or that person no longer can contribute to that vault? Have you thought about what it looks like then?
Literally, I haven't so because the main theme of it all was like to help people have financial discipline so that they don't touch the money they save no matter what happens. But in case of an emergency, I think I have to think about that more so for the group fund. I mean, for the joint saves. You never know someone would decide to quit. So maybe yeah, that one has triggered my thought somewhere. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that was a great question as well. But I wanted to say that the concept is really user friendly. I think it's really nice to see what you've built out for people that may not be as well versed with how to navigate like blockchain protocols and where they can park their money. So um, see what you've built out for like as a beginning step is a cool concept, I would say. And the joint account too is really cool. So you can do it with other students and friends, and you guys can contribute
Yeah.
to something that you're looking forward to.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, I was going to say that last part too, that having the ability to have a joint account or at least have like a marketplace where if you are going to make something public, like, hey, I'm saving for this, right? And since this money
Yeah.
is locked anyway, it's kind of locked anyway.
Yeah.
So it's it's kind of controlled in a way where the expectation for what you are saving for is going to be executed on a controlled manner. So you're kind of giving people the ability to, if you publicize them, if you like, if I want to make this known that I'm publicly, kind of like you can also end up introducing scenarios like GoFundMe, right? Where now, where now certain savings become public information and and opens the door for people to support you and and um yeah, and ensure that that money goes to the correct purpose. So yeah, I think, but yeah, as everybody else said, this is pretty cool. It's simple, straight to the point.
Mm. Okay. Thank you for the feedback. So literally, that is it.
Amazing. Yeah. Thank you so much, Bernia. Good job on your application.
Okay, now stop sharing.
Yeah, you're still sharing. You can unshare. There we go. Alrighty. Thank you, judges. Thank you, Bernia. Great product. Up next on the list, I see Aaron. Are you there? Aaron?
Yes.
Hello.
My hello. So my group already presented. I was part of the Genesis Coders team.
Okay. Alrighty. No problem. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay. So I see two or three more people. We have Victory. We have Mushabe. Either of you two can go up.
Hello, can anyone see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, so good evening, everyone. My name is Norman Yamshavi, and I have built this project called StreamFi, which is a payment streaming app. For example, I'll start with some scenarios I've experienced. I was working as an ambassador lead for a project, and I had to pay up to 50 individuals to pay their salaries weekly and pay and send them tokens to each to their wallets. Yeah, so it was very hectic, and it came into my mind like, what if we can automate this and make that distribution of payments automatic? Yeah, so this is what I've come up with, and okay, so let me see. All you have to do is connect your wallet, then yeah, so all you have to do is connect your wallet. When you come to the platform, you connect your wallet, then it's already on Ethereum mainnet, and it is using the liquid token. Yeah, so this is the create page where you create your payment stream. Then you can add several employees. It's like a decentralized payroll system. You can add as many employees as you want. You can set different rates. How are the rates for their for each employee? And then you fund your payroll. Then payments will be automatic, and they will be distributed each to the employee according to their rates. Yeah, so without wasting much time, let me create a simple stream here. So we have different templates that you can use. You can use, if you're paying people monthly, you can choose a monthly salary. Then you can choose weekly. You can choose from those different templates. But then I want something that ends quickly. So let me, so if I can choose a default hourly rate, if all employees are receiving the same rate, the same payment rate per hour. Yeah, so I'll use one employee myself so that I don't have to change wallets and waste time. Yeah, so first get a wallet. Yeah, so maybe I'll pay this guy 10 liquid per hour. Then I'll have duration. I'll use custom hours. Okay, sorry. So yeah, I'll pay 10. I'll pay this guy 10 liquid tokens per hour. Then I can choose custom hours here. I'll choose 1 hour because I want the stream to be fast. Then I can add the wallet address of the recipient, the employee in this case. So if the employees have different hourly rates, you can choose to add the hourly rate here. You won't set the custom default hourly rate. Yeah. So then you can add several recipients, as many as you can, as many as you have, like on your team. Yeah. Then you get a preview of the stream, like like how many recipients, the total that you're paying. Yeah, so then that's all. Then you create your stream. Yeah, so also another scenario is like I was working recently here in Uganda. I was working with some company that was paying us monthly. So paying us monthly in that like towards the end of the month, they would terminate employees' contracts, and then they wouldn't pay them because they hadn't completed their month. So that is what we are fighting. That if you're paying someone, even if it's monthly, then like for every hour they work, you must have a rate that for every hour they work, you pay them that rate. Yeah. So okay. Yeah. So this is, I already had some stream here, so that is why. Sorry, I think I mixed up something. This is the test token I was using previously, so I didn't change the front end, but we are still using the liquidity token. Yeah, so I have to fund this stream for it to be active. Yes, so then they will charge charge that liquid from your wallet. Yes, so that is it. You fund the stream, then employees can start seeing their rewards per minute, per second, like the amount they are earning every time that passes on job, they can see that amount. Yeah, so still like most of the online stuff, you cannot have evidence that maybe you paid, you set this stream. So that is why I've had to get this receipt that is downloadable, that you can print. It is downloadable. Then so that you have evidence that you for accountability purposes. Yeah, so you can print this receipt. This is how the preview looks like. Yeah, so you can have this as evidence that you paid your employees. Yeah, so then now that the stream is funded, all that is left is for the employees to log in and then claim their payment according to, my machine is freezing, according to the according to their rates. I think my machine is freezing. I don't know why.
No worries. No, thank you for the presentation. Just to limit time, I think that was good enough. Thank you so much, Mushabi. Judges?
I also had some other feature. I don't know.
Yeah, right now
think
you
I
can
can.
just see your cursor moving around. It's still stuck on where it says receipts and payment summary.
Oh, okay. I think.
Unless you want to stop the stream and re-share your screen. But yeah, we're still looking at the same thing, unfortunately.
I don't know if I can. Let's see if I can refresh the site and see. Oh, shit. Why?
Well, as Mushabi gets that prepared, judges, do you have any questions for him?
Yeah, go ahead, Elijah. Where are you gonna go?
Yeah, I was all I was gonna say is cool concept. It really makes it easy for you to be able to pay your employees, or say if you have like a little summertime business that you want to utilize, this would be a cool thing to use. Now when it comes to like registration and stuff, um, I'm pretty sure that hasn't, I don't want to say it hasn't been thought out yet, but I guess you would just have to register that you're like a third party that's paying customers instead of like a traditional payroll system. But you know, that's just one of the benefits of blockchain in itself. But yeah, I think it's a cool idea. I don't really have much to say other than that.
Thank you, Elijah.
Can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can see your screen.
I didn't get the question clearly, but maybe. Okay, so I had added one wallet, so that is my wallet, so that I don't waste a lot of time. So then all you have to do as an employee is click claim. You can claim anytime, so that if you have maybe problems and you are paid monthly and you have something to sort midweek, so you don't have to wait for okay, maybe after 1 week, you don't have to wait for the whole month to clear your problem. So
So, Mushabi, I know I'm not a judge, but I actually have a question for you. So you can claim anytime you want after the stream has been created?
So it is made in that the employee, like if I hire you and if like the moment I fund the stream, it means you guys have started working for me. So every hour that passes, you are supposed to be paid. Like if, let's say I'm paying you $30 a month. So if I hire you for a month and I'm sure that this month we are working, that means at the end of the month, you're expecting $30, right? So if I hire you and then you start your work, you like literally it means you have started reducing your time like that month period. So it means you are supposed to be paid for every hour that passes. If I'm hiring you for a month, it means you are eligible to be to receive payment for literally every hour that you work. Like if you are at work, then you are supposed to be paid. So that's why you shouldn't have to wait. So it is in such a way that it distributes tokens according to the time that you have spent at work. So in that, at the end of the 30 days, you can claim at the end of the 30 days if you choose like to, or if you get like a problem and you want to sort yourself out, you can claim that. Or like the employee, if the employee fires you mid-month, it doesn't mean that you don't have to be paid. Like that was my concept in that, to protect employees, because I experienced this a lot. You work and then at the like towards the end of the month, someone fires you. like they haven't valued any of your time prior like to the end of the month. Yeah, so
Got it. Okay, thank you.
that was the concept. Yeah.
Okay, hey. Latia here speaking. Really good concept. Sort of like the micropayments. I definitely see a strong need for this as like just a real humanitarian use case. One of the things that I wanted to point out is that kind of where Van was getting to, so they can just claim when they want to. Um, in my mind, just me thinking about what you've built, there also needs to be something that protects the employer as well. Um, and so let's say if, I post the money and the work isn't done, but because I deposited it in good faith, they can just take the money as well. So something on the back end
No,
where
no, no,
there
no.
is a confirmation of work, or so to speak,
Okay.
some type of proof of work, that maybe the money goes to the vault, um, and there's some type of proof of work system, and then that triggers the release of funds. Have you thought about anything like that?
Yeah. I thought about it, but for now, this was a starting point. So, the protection of the employer is that if someone is not working well, they are able to remove them, or if they can, if like the people are not performing well, they are able to. From here, you can pause the stream, and then people won't be receiving funds if like the work is not going according to the way you want. Yeah, but I think the proof of work concept would be a good idea. Yeah. And did I answer you?
Oh, yes, that answered my question. Yes, but this all in all is a really good concept.
Yeah, thank you. So and then we understood that some of the people in when I was like, if we want to stretch this to Web2 people, some people may not know how to get the liquid token, or may not know. Some employees may not know how to off ramp their amount that they have received. So then we added this buy and sell feature, in that if an employee wants to create a stream, but they don't have liquid tokens, but they have maybe USD, or they have Uganda shillings, or they have Kenya shillings, we can on ramp for them, and then we can then they can be able to create the stream, create their streams, or if employees don't know how to maybe convert their received payment, because I experienced this a lot working as an ambassador for several projects. Yeah, so that is why you pay someone and then they come back to you. They're like, oh, what can we do with our tokens? Like, how can we? Yeah, you understand. So that is why I added this feature in that. But for now, everything is a bit manual. So all you have to do is come here and if maybe you want to buy liquid tokens, you want to on ramp. So you enter the fiat currency, maybe USD, and then the amount of fiat you want to use. Yeah, so here most of the confirmations are physical, not automated for now, but we plan on automating. Yeah, so then this is maybe we are starting with Uganda shillings, because USD is a bit complex, requires bank accounts and stuff. Yeah, so, but Uganda shillings, maybe I'll put the equivalent of $10, which is 35. Yeah, so then you send that amount, that amount to the phone number of the admin. Then you add your wallet that will receive the tokens. Then you get a quote. The price I used CoinGecko, like the public API, to capture liquid price, so it is up to date. Then you get this quote. Then you create a buy request. Yeah, so when you create a buy request, a notification comes to the admin panel. This admin panel is only accessible by the admin wallet. So I don't know if you guys, I don't think you guys would be having access to it. So then once the payment is confirmed, it's literally like a peer-to-peer. So once payment is confirmed, then your tokens are sent to as you can see, we shall receive a request here. Then once the payment is made, we can confirm and then send you the liquid tokens. That is a buy request. Then a sell request, same way. Yeah, so everything is a bit manual for now, but then maybe we plan to maybe have tokens, then or to try to automate the process. But for now, it's just a basic one. Yeah, thank you. I would welcome any questions if there are.
Thank you, Machado.
Hello, can you still hear me?
Yeah, we can still hear you. Yeah, thank you for your presentation. I believe the judges did have all their comments. I believe, judges, if you don't, I believe we have one more person, and you guys can go ahead and decide the winner. Could you please stop sharing your screen, sir?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Alrighty, and then last but not least, Victory, are you there? Hello, Victory. I see you have unmuted, but we do not hear you. If you are there, you may share your screen, or if you have a video, please let me know. Okay. All right, we can share your screen, but again, we cannot hear you, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, we still can't hear you. But we did see your screen. Saw the liquid tracker. Let me see. Okay, I think she's gonna come back. And again, judges, thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for judging. Victory would be our last presentation, and then we'll go ahead and give some announcements. And then once the judges are ready, they will come back on stage and say who the winner is. All right, we'll give Victory one more minute. Okay, here she is. Hello, Victory. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hey, thank God. Let me share my screen.
And judges, you can hear Victor, correct?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Victory, and my project is, I basically built my project for me because I was quite new to Web3, new to the whole liquid space. And I actually created my first wallet for this project. And then the very first wallet I used, it was quite intimidating because I did not really understand a lot of what I was seeing. So I thought, since I'm experiencing this, there must be a lot of other people that must be going through this specific situation. And so I did learn a lot about Liquid and Web3 during all these sessions that we kept on having. And then I realized that even when other people, the non-technical people that don't actually know anything about Web3 and Liquid, even when they want to be involved, most of the time they actually do not know what is going on, do not know what's actually happening with their tokens. So that is the problem I decided to solve. One of the biggest questions I kept on wondering, asking myself was, when we joined the hackathon, we were told, we'd receive 1,000 liquid, I think. I don't remember quite well. So it's until our first session when they kept on asking who didn't receive their liquid that I actually realized, I didn't get a notification that I received mine. So I had to go and look through the app to see if I had actually got it. So that's the problem that I wanted to solve. So my liquid tracker, so I built the liquid tracker, and it's a read-only tool that helps people like me, people that are not on that overly technical side of things, to understand what's actually happening to their liquid tokens. So all you do is paste your wallet address, and then you basically check all your transactions, both the ones you've received and the ones that you've sent. The wallet does not necessarily have to be yours. That is another one of the things. It does not necessarily have to be yours to add it here, because we don't have anything like a login or anything. This is just to check your liquid transactions, your latest liquid transactions. And for people that, want to know more details, you could always come and check and see you see all the transaction details here. Yeah. But for those that were like me, you would, end at this page where you see both parties that were involved in the transaction. And then, this one, literally, all it does is it tracks the liquid tokens directly on Ethereum mainnet. And all the data you see is from the on-chain liquid activity. And then when we were asked why we were interested in Web3, I talked about how I was interested in the transparency and all that. Since you can check anyone's wallet transactions, this is one of the ways that it can, promote transparency, because you can always see anyone's transaction history. And then the big question, that I kept on asking myself was, all the other wallets can do the exact same thing that, my liquid tracker can do. But then the wallets usually, the transaction history is usually more personalized for that specific user. But for the liquid tracker, it's, for all the users that have used liquid, because specifically for liquid only. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say.
Okay. Thank you, Victory. Judges?
T, you want to go first, or?
Yeah, good job, Victory. First of all, for you to go from opening a wallet to building, that's software essentially, so kudos to you. Essentially what I'm seeing from you is that you've just taken Etherscan and you've made it, the UI and the UX, even more understandable, essentially, which people may see it as, oh, they just did what Etherscan does, but I see it as something major because I hate to go look in Etherscan. So if I had access to Liquid Tracker or a tracker like this, it just makes me be able to understand my transactions a lot better. With that being said, really good UI. I like the pink color, and welcome to being a woman of Web3 officially. Um, what would be the next use case for this? Is there any other goals or add-ons that you see or use cases for Liquid Tracker, or did you just want a simple UX UI for transactions?
Another thing I wanted to do was, I think for people that are in more accounting finance offices, they would probably like something like a receipt, something like invoices, something of that sort. So, or something like a bank statement. We could get a liquid statement for someone's liquid transactions dating back to a specific date that they want. Or something like that. I was thinking in that direction.
Yeah, I think the reason why I say that, my antenna went off, and I think just adding something as simple as a calculator for profit and loss statements as well as like that could be like time tracked. I think that would be awesome. So, but all in all, great project.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump off of the previous point made, and I think that it couldn't have been said better than that, really. Really, for this to be like one of your first projects and you taking it upon yourself to build something like this that's beneficial for your friends or just something cool for you to show other people is a major leap forward, in my opinion. Another thing I would say maybe that could make this site a little bit, or you could possibly add, this is just all up to you at the end of the day. You can go further in depth into like explaining what's going on, like within the transaction. Maybe you can have like a little educational session on your section on your page where you break down what goes on behind the scenes, just to show people like, hey, this is how it works, and this is how your liquid moved from point A to point B. So people are also getting a little education out of it as well as seeing where it's gone, or the tracker, I would say.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
I will. Yeah, I'll definitely try to add that.
Alrighty, is Joe there, guys? Elijah?
Say again?
Sorry, I can't see my screen because I'm looking at the Zoom. Is Joe there?
No, Joe is
No.
he's in the backstage. He's been waiting to be.
Oh. So Sorry about that. All right, he should be here now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you, Joe. Sorry about that, man.
No problem. My connection has been horrible today. But this victory, this one, I listening into this, and as I won't necessarily repeat what everybody's saying. So what I'll say is kind of bridging off what Elijah just mentioned, right? Building this, you're having the ability to kind of personalize transactions, which is needed in the industry, right? Like what Tia is mentioning earlier, you can always go to Etherscan, but the problem with that is it's cluttered, right? So if you take a step in this direction to start building something that is standalone and unique to um, unique to an ecosystem or unique to a use case that you want to solve, then you can continue to go down that rabbit hole and you can do stuff like one, like what Elijah said, which is explaining each transaction so people can actually see it, right? Or even further, now you can kind of give place for other app building on to also be accessed, right? So, and then you can also introduce ways for people to um, advertise. So I would look at a platform called Block Scout. If I were you, check out Block Scout and see what they're doing.
Maybe I will definitely check it out.
Okay, great.
Awesome. Well, students, thank you so much. Let me see here. So what I'm gonna do now, question, judges, if I put you guys on backstream, can you in the backstage, can you guys hear each other or no? Like talk to each other?
Yo,
I don't think
You don't know? Let's don't think
what
We
did you
so.
can
say,
try.
Tia?
All right, no. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just I guess mute on my end and then
Okay.
well, I'm not really sure the best thing. I'm just gonna put you guys backstage. If you can't hear each other, I guess just like I guess hop on a phone call or something, and then whenever you guys are ready, just give me a thumbs up or something on the thing.
Okay. Sounds good.
Alrighty, students. Let me share my screen. Thank you so much for everyone who joined the hackathon. It has been amazing building with you guys. Let's see here. I want to share the screen here. Let's see. So we can share screen. So again, I just want to thank everyone who is currently watching the stream, who will be watching the stream. Again, for those who don't know, this was the SoonPay blockchain very first liquid agent hackathon with the MacroData Web3 students. And it was a 4-week program. It was extended just due to elections out in Uganda, internet outages. They were given some tokens, and they all had very amazing ideas. I'm very excited to see who's going to be the winner. We definitely will have another hackathon, and very excited to see what they did. It could have been anything: DeFi tools, apps, integrations. We've had a lot of amazing tools that the students did. From my memory, I do know we had a team that did StreamFi. We had Saver. We had Liquid Tracker. We had, don't remember the names, but stuff that has to do with mobile money. Was it micropayments, I believe? And all the products were amazing. Super proud of each and every one of you guys. I think you guys did an amazing job. And even though that the hackathon has been concluded, I would definitely recommend to keep building on what you guys are building. Being a builder is great. And again, it's all about being a producer or a consumer. It's cool to not just learn about the blockchain technology, but also work with it and build on it so people can actually utilize these products. I believe every single product that you guys have built definitely has potential to be something big. So please don't sleep on what you've been building and what you've been doing. Just checking my phone to see if they're ready to go. Okay, so they're discussing. If you want, I don't know if you guys can see my screen. Okay, no, Elijah's right here. But yeah, just super excited with everything that you guys have completed so far. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to say anything. And again, just very happy and excited for you guys to be able to be part of our very first hackathon, and we definitely will have more. And also any feedback, what we can do better as a team. I know this is the very first one. Please give us feedback on how we can make things better. And yeah, that concludes for what I have to say. We'll wait for the judges. And again, students, thank you so much. And hopefully you guys heard me, that I wasn't muted. Okay, I wasn't good. Yes, I see we have a hand raised. Let me do this.
Okay, I was the one who was raising my hand. I literally have a small concern about, so like, this is it, like we know we're like to hand in, let's say, projects linked to, linked to websites, linked to the apps, like, this is it.
For the hackathon itself?
Yeah, like everything happens on this call, like the judging, what, like we don't hand in links to our products, like.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, there's no hand, there's no submitting your project. You can, since because right now it's being live streamed live right now on social media, on YouTube, and also on X, Twitter, and you guys all demoed your products real time. Judges are going to be judging it. We'll also get feedback from the community, but no, you do not have to submit anything.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Maybe I would want to give feedback.
Yes, please.
It was a nice experience. It was a nice experience building with blockchain. In school, we had studied about it, but we didn't really take on the building. But it was a nice experience. Thank you for that. And also, maybe a little change could be made with resources, because during the beginning, we struggled looking for resources to use. Mm-hmm. Then the mini course you gave us was a great resource, but it came in later on. So maybe that could be provided at the beginning next time.
Got it. Will do. Thank you, Alvin, for that feedback. And I believe the judges are back. I did hear some noises. Let me share my screen for you guys. 1 second, judges. Give me 1 second. I see you guys. Let me share the screen for them. All right. Students, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, awesome. The students can see the screen. Judges, go ahead and take it away.
Can you hear me?
I can hear Joe, yes.
Yeah, so after much deliberation, well, we just want to confirm real quick. There's one winner, correct?
That is correct, yes.
Okay. So after much deliberation, we have the winner is Saver.
No.
Yeah, the winner is Saver.
Saver.
All righty, Saver, can you please unmute your mic?
Oh my God, this is a surprise. Okay, Amon, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Wow. Well, I wish
If this was X, I would do some hand clapping or something if this was X. But there's no hand clap gestures or anything on there. But congratulations.
Yeah, literally. I'm super excited. Thank you very much. Wow, I can't explain how I'm feeling, but of course I'm feeling great.
No, that's awesome. Congratulations again.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I see Elijah clapping. Yeah, we're good.
Ooh.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. Yeah, so I just want to thank again
Okay.
each and every one of the students for applying and doing the hackathon. Brianna will definitely, uh, I'll talk to you. Definitely want to get a headshot, promote it on social media, give you your flowers. You can repost it. We'll post it on LinkedIn, X, Telegram, all that, and then we'll get you a reward. But again, I just want to say thank you for Liquid Community. Thank you to our judges. Tia, Joe, Elijah, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to be a judge. Of course, Chris and I wanted to be unbiased. We didn't want to, be the one judging since we're kind of helping them out and kind of know what everyone's kind of doing. So again, thank you guys so much. Would definitely like to have you guys on again, and hopefully, as we progress, we're doing more hackathons in the future. It gets more refined and more better. And I think one of these days in the future, it'd be cool to have one in person.
Yeah, awesome.
Most definitely.
I just wanted to say, amazing job to the students. What you guys have built, I'm blown away. And you guys don't know how ahead of the game you are. So keep on pushing, keep on building. The future is really, really bright for all of you guys.
Yeah, I just want to echo that too because for everybody that presented, right, and in the time that you got to build something and uh, you know, show it off today. I one thing I always try to tell people is like your work is not done at the day that you present or your day the day that you pitch, right? So you may have won something today, you may not have won something today, but the work of what you're building it it goes past today, right? So you have always have the opportunity to take what you started, add more features, and make it more robust. Add more things that you think will actually add value to it. Because everybody that I saw today is actually solving a problem that you brought to attention of us, and you're utilizing your skills and you're building something out quick. You build something out, in a short amount of time. But there's no reason why you can't continue to, work on this idea.
Awesome. Well, if there are no any other comments or questions, I will go ahead and conclude this live stream. Thank you, judges, so much. I don't want to take too much of your time. You're feel free to drop off or feel free to stay. I'll go and put you guys in the back room. But yeah, again, everyone, thank you so much for joining today's demo day. It was amazing. The students did very well. Congratulations to Saber. We'll definitely be posting on social media later today about this amazing announcement. You guys have a great rest of your day. And Mason, what do you got to say?